What's happening, everybody? My name is Mario and I don't really have an intro, so let's talk about the FiNN LMG and Modern Warfare. To be exact, this video is gonna be about the best class setup you should use for the FiNN. And while technically it's the FiNN, it's also kind of not, because today it's all about the chainsaw. After the chainsaw class setup towards the end of the video, I'll also have a second class for the normal or a standard non-chainsaw FiNN. So stick around for that. It's gonna be two really fun setups for the price of one, the price being completely free. And if you do enjoy this video, then please hit the like button down below, and of course if you're interested in everything Call of Duty, then you should also subscribe. With that out the way though, let's talk about the class setup. The FiNN is an LMG that you unlock via challenge. You'll have to get one melee kill in about 7 different games, if I remember correctly, which shouldn't be too difficult to do. Then once you unlock it, the first thing you're gonna want to do is level up a lot. Because the attachment that actually allows you to turn the FiNN into the chainsaw is one of the final unlocks for the weapon at around weapon level 56. So double weapon XP tokens will be your best friend when it comes to this. The attachment in question is called the XRK Chainsaw. Unsurprisingly probably, and as you can probably guess, this is what we will build our chainsaw class around. First of all, a quick explanation of what the chainsaw actually is and why it is so popular in case you don't know. Essentially, the chainsaw is a hipfire only LMG. The first time we'd seen the chainsaw in Call of Duty was in COD Ghosts, and it's been iconic ever since. Not because it's one of the most competitive weapons out there, because trust me, it's not, probably. I mean, it's obviously not gonna be the best weapon in the game if you can't even ADS with it, but it's something super fun and just something different for once. As you can see, our big bonus is gonna be in the mobility and hipfire departments. It's gonna make the FiNN much easier to move around with, of course, at the cost of being able to ADS. You can still kind of zoom in, but it's not gonna be a full ADS. But don't worry, while this may seem kind of extreme, you can still do some really cool things with it. To make this class even more fun, we're going with the XRK Longshot Adverse Barrel next. What's great about this XRK Longshot is that it's giving us a really big boost to our damage range and bullet velocity. That's gonna complement the chainsaw really well since we can't ADS anymore. We will therefore lose quite a bit of range that the longshot barrel is gonna give us back. And not only that, because the really fun thing is concerning the fire rate, which is getting an insane boost. Just try this out for yourself. I think the fire rate is going up to about 1000 rounds per minute, which is just something else. You can absolutely melt people with this thing. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Then I also have the monolithic suppressor on here, just maximizing all the damage range that we can possibly get, so it doesn't feel like we're shooting marshmallows or anything like that. Also, in my opinion, the suppressed rapid fire sound is just sexy AF, but that's just me. Speaking of rapid fire, of course, one really big downside is that it's gonna leave you reloading quite a bit. And since reloading on LMGs is just terribly slow, we need to help ourselves out with sleight of hand. Really simple and really good weapon perk that speeds up our reloading process and makes life with the chainsaw a lot easier. Finally, for our final attachment, we have to keep a few things in mind. Our longshot barrel as well as the suppressor make the FiNN / the chainsaw quite a bit slower, which is terrible for LMGs. You don't want your LMG that's slow anyway to be even slower. So we're gonna help ourselves out with that, and it's gonna be with the TAC laser that will thankfully bring our ADS speed back up, along with some other nice aiming bonuses that we can definitely need. The only downside is that the laser is actually visible to enemies, which is not great, I have to admit, but it's just a classic case of the pros simply outweighing the cons. On screen now you'll see one final overview of our chainsaw class that we've just created. The chainsaw, of course, being all about rushing. It's not the type of weapon you want to chill and sit back with. No, you want to get aggressive and get in your enemy's face. As promised earlier, I do also have a class setup for the standard non-chainsaw FiNN that you can see here. Essentially all I did is I replaced the chainsaw stock with the M309 forward assault. I removed the suppressor so the weapon doesn't become too slow and simply put on the commando foregrip, making this thing even more accurate. This is really all there is to my secondary FiNN class, but whenever I do run the FiNN, I usually run it as the chainsaw, cause that's just the fun thing to do. As far as the rest of the class goes, this is what I went with, as I've mentioned before, really rush heavy. My secondary is a pistol, so you always have that plan B to switch to whenever you run out of ammo or you simply find yourself in a sticky situation when having to reload. My pistol of choice is the Renetti. My perks of choice are EOD, Ghost and Battle Hardened. The lethal equipment is the C4 and the tactical is the Stim. Finally, my field upgrade is Dead Silence. Some final words on the FiNN / the chainsaw, or my verdict if you will. It's fun. I can't really tell where it falls stats wise, I'm not too much of a stats guy. You'll have to check with Drifter or Exclusive Ace for those things, but stats aside, if you ask me, it's fun. And that's kind of what it's all about. I think it would be a nice change of pace for everybody to just get away from the M4 and the MP5 for once. The chainsaw can be ridiculous, it can be a monster, especially on shipments. With my class setup you can do some disgusting things. But besides that, there's really not much more to add here. Just give it a try, let me know what you think of the class setup in the comments down below. I cannot wait to see and talk to you guys down there. Once again, a quick reminder, if you enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that very much. I am, or we are, well underway to 600 subs, and I could not be more thankful. Guys, that's been everything from me. I also plan on covering the Black Ops Cold War MP reveal this week, so look forward to that. I certainly am as well. Thank you all again, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.